Okay, welcome to another video by AntiquesArena. My name's Walter O'Neill and I'm a UK reseller. Buy and sell antiques, collectibles and anything I like that I hope to make a profit on. Today I'm going to have a bit of a vlog catch up, and do you know what? It's been a while since we've had a chat and I've yet to actually have a chat to you. I am eBay free. I am from under eBay's foot. And we're going to talk about that and other things in today's video. So stick around, we'll have a chat. If you've got any questions, put them in the comments and I will get to them as soon as I can, or I may even make another vlog and answer your questions. So today, let's start off with the obvious. I am now eBay free, as I've already stated. It has took me years, and I mean years, but I finally got from under the control of eBay. Now, eBay is amazing if you want to just sell something that you've got and raise a bit of cash. And I'm not knocking eBay. I have made a good business out of eBay for a very, very long time. However, there are multiple reasons I wanted to step away from eBay. Now, I've had horror stories over the time I've been on eBay. I've had horror stories of eBay removing people's accounts, and for minimal reasons, people lose all the work, the listings they've done. eBay can suspend you at will. They can throw a switch and you're off. Myself, I actually, whilst shutting the shop down, I had a couple of sales on eBay and I just couldn't get to the stuff. I had so much stuff boxed everywhere, I couldn't find the pieces. So I just refunded them and cancelled the sale, said, sorry, this is the situation. I just can't do it, when I was closing the shop down. So I cancelled it and refunded them instantly. They actually counted as negative strikes against me and actually put me in a below standard rating, because I apologized, said, look, I'm in a position I can't fulfill the order, and here's your money back. You'll have to find it somewhere else. That actually marked me down as below standard. I never had a customer complaint against me, never had a dispute opened against me, things like that. And yet they'd mark me below standard. So if things like that can affect your account and put you at risk, I don't want to be under eBay's control. I don't want to be under the control of anybody who can just flip a switch and say, that's it, you're out of business. So for the last decade or more, I've been trying to establish my own website. I've built, I don't know how many websites using Vistaprint and GoDaddy and all the rest of them. And to be honest with you, I'm as thick as they come. I just got no technology sense whatsoever. As much as I try and make the sites look professional and good and functional, they just never do. I had a really good site with Vistaprint a few years back, and I really worked at it. But then Vistaprint turned around and said, Google image search doesn't work from the shop. So, for example, back then, if I listed an 18th century drinking glass on the shop and someone goes to Google and searches 18th century drinking glasses, images only, my shop products wouldn't actually appear there. They said to me, anything in my actual website would appear on Google search engines, but not my actual shop. Well, what's the point in that? So I shut it down. And I explained to them, I said, that's not how people shop. If people shop, they'll type in what they're after, go to the images, find what they like, click on the image, and it'll take them to the website. So the Vista account I had, and I'd worked for 2 years on, was totally pointless because the image search didn't include the shop listings. So during the COVID, the crisis, when everybody was in lockdown, I actually paid to have a website built. I went on to a platform called Upwork. What that is you'll put your job, your requirements, the description out there, and then people will bid on doing that work, and they will make you offers on how much they'll do the work for and give you examples and things. And you can look at their resumes, and when you finally pick someone, your money goes into escrow held by this company, Upwork. And then you release it at certain agreed stages. So they'll do so much work, you'll release a bit of the money, so be it, and so on until it's finished. And that's how my website got built. I think with all the work I've had done to building the website, working after the fact, making alterations how I wanted and things like that, I'm probably about £10,000 in on the website now. However, it has exceeded that in sales in a year. And to be honest with you, the first year of any website is now impossible to get people to your site. So I'm really, really pleased. Now, I have tried, as I say, over and over and over to build websites myself. I just cannot get them to work. I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm saying I didn't have the brains to make it work. So paying someone to do it has been a very wise investment. Now, at the time, as you know, I still had the shop. I had eBay, I had the car boot sales, and I had the website. So I wasn't really desperate for the website to produce funds or any return for the first year, to be honest with you. I was happy working all the little areas. But the website started producing sales within the first 2 or 3 weeks. I'm going to give you a little look at the website now. For those of you who haven't seen the website. So this is the website, and I must admit I am very, very proud of it. I'm not going to read it all down, but a little introduction there, a little paragraph welcoming people to the website. Talk a little bit about us, tell them they to go to the shop, our services, blogs. I do write blogs now, educational blogs and things like that. How you can tell if the sovereign's real, tips on how to be an antique dealer. Let's see more. Let's go to the blog page. I have wrote a few blogs. I haven't done any for a while because I've been really busy. Marks on Chinese Ceramics by Gerald Davison, with a link on how to buy that book at a fraction of the actual price. Learning resources about how valuable your books are and where to find information. Review on the gem tester, how to tell crystal from glass, why is brass yellow, guide to buying and selling coins, how to ship your antiques. So there's quite a few blogs there on the blog page. I have an About Us page where my entire story, there I am there in the shop. There's my beautiful baby girl, Gracie Bell, one of 7, myself and my partner share. I had 4 with a previous marriage. She had 2 with the previous, and we've had 1 between us, which is the baby you just saw. Then talk about my family. There's my 5, and then I have the adopted 2 that are there. So yeah, and of course we have Snowball. There she is, the little ping in the bum. What can I say? There's the baby there with her sister Shannon. Love it. Talking here about links. Is a link on every page if they want to follow me on social media. My link to my Facebook, to my YouTube, and so forth, and Twitter. Then it just shows some featured products, which are basically the newest on the shop. Then it comes down here. Then again, trying to get people to sign up for newsletters. A link to my eBay store, which is now empty. I will be putting stuff on eBay, but it's going to be like $4.99, no reserve, just sell stuff off. I'm not going to have a big shop on eBay anymore, but I will still use it for clearance stuff. If it's something I want to sell, rather than sell it at boot sales, I'm going to be putting it on eBay, $4.99 start, no reserve, and just leave it go. Then you come to my shop, and this is full, and I mean full. So down here on the left, you have all the categories, and look at that. 307 pieces in metalware, 225 pieces in glass, 400 pieces in ceramics, and so forth. Just in this page alone, 17th century Chinese plate, Samson porcelain vase, 18th century lamp bases, some military badges, and so forth. Just in the first page, there's 125 pages of stock. What does that work out at? 125 times 12. There's 1,500 pieces of stock on this website up for sale. And That's a lot of stock. It really is. Let me show you just the first few pages. Absolutely love the stuff I put on the website. Got some nice enamel badges, a malachite necklace, some keys, the Chinese chess set. That page wasn't exactly brilliant, but we'll have a look. Edinburgh crystal decanter. Okay, not doing great, I mean. Right, that's better. So we come to a Waterford jug. We have a Trenchard vase, that police whistle in my last video. This one was spectacular. A full carat of diamonds, 18 karat gold and 1 carat of diamonds in the ring. Some grog, some Waterford again. There's some real nice pieces on here. It's not all expensive. The lowest price items about £20, and then they go up into the hundreds or even a couple of thousand. Bristol blue jug and tumblers, the Waterford again, some paperweights, some Italian ceramics. There's a lot of stuff on there. There's a contact us page. Let's get the conversation started, and then the terms and conditions. And you know what? The one term and condition I'm proud of is that every item is packed professionally by myself. I ship it within 2 days, and it's no quibble returns. If you change your mind, you get 14 days to return the item, no questions asked. Doesn't have to be anything wrong with the item. If you're not happy, you just return it. And I find people, when they know that, they have so much more trust and they're willing to buy. So that's my website. And I must admit, I am very, very, very proud of the website. And the website, let me show you this. Look at that. I just hit a new record for monthly users. And the website had 4,070 users this month. That's over 4,070 visitors to the website this month. Obviously, well, you can see how long, but there, if you take a look, I've been trying to do websites. I've owned the domain since 2012, and I've been trying to do websites for a full decade. Look at that. And this is the actual analytics, I think, are a month or so behind, but I don't know what they are now. I think it's gone up again. I think I'm averaging about 200 people a day. Something like that. Excuse me. So, yeah, 4,000 users or visitors a month and still climbing. So that is absolutely spectacular. Sorry. I used to have 500, 600, 700 pieces on eBay, and some of them pieces, when they renewed automatically, I'd look at them and they'd have 10 or 15 views in the month. That's over 4,000 people viewing my website, looking at my stock, looking at my blogs and all the rest of it. And I'm not having to pay anyone else to do it. All the work I'm doing is benefiting myself. Now, a lot of that is down to the support of you wonderful people who watch my channel and all the rest of it. There's some really, really wonderful people who've been supporting me. I'll give you just a few examples. I can't name everybody, but I'll give a few examples off the top of my head. You have Stan, who is absolutely amazing, constantly nice comments, and helped me decipher a language on a spoon that doesn't even exist anymore. A language banned by Hitler. Excuse me. And helped me decipher that. I've had many, many people like Sue from Birmingham who comment and constantly watch the videos and purchase stock. I'm grateful for anybody, not just people who purchase stock. I'm grateful for anyone who watches the video. I'm over the moon if anybody's willing to share the videos to help promote the channel. And a simple like. I don't expect people to just buy stuff. A lot of the things I buy are not everybody's cup of tea, and quite a lot of the time they're quite expensive. So I got to wait for the right buyer to come. But I'm grateful honestly, just for the support, the help, the amount of help I get. As I said with Stan already with the spoon, I had help again this week. I bought a Trenchard vase. If you watched my last video, I bought a Trenchard vase which was sold to me at the boot sale as a Jewish vase. And I'm going to talk about that in a minute because I want to talk about the boot sales in a minute anyway. But the vase was sold to me as Jewish. Now, when I come home, I'd done some research on it, and I found that it was in a language of Croatian. And then when I'd done some research on that, well, if you watch the film, it was all in the film. And I paid a lot of money for it. I paid £150 for it, so $220 for this vase, which is a lot of money. Anyway, I put the video out, and I had a couple of people comment, which I'm extremely grateful for. You know, they said, well, you've made a mistake. Technically, it's not Croatia. It didn't become Croatia till 91. It was Yugoslavia. And it turns out this piece of trench art was a shell left over from World War II that someone turned into a vase in 1948 to commemorate the split between Stalin and Yugoslavia. Let me show you. So this is the vase in question. Just give you a little look at it. And it had, if I come across here, in the center here, this is in Croatian, but it has a date there, 19. I thought that was supposed to be a 42 to 48, but it's not. It's 19111, so Roman numeral, so it's 19th of March, 1948. And I had some help. I must admit, I didn't figure it out myself. And it was the Trenchard vase, Yugoslavia, Tito-Stalin split. So basically, it was when Yugoslavia tried to adopt its neighboring countries, and the Soviets then weren't happy. Where was it? The conflict was mainly to do with the fact that Yugoslavia wanted to adopt its neighbour, Albania, which then caused tension with the Soviet Union. The conflict became public in 1948, and they tried to portray it as an ideological dispute to hide the fact it was a power struggle in Eastern Bloc. And it goes on and talks about this. But basically, with the help of YouTube supporters and that, I actually figured out the history and the fact it's to do with the Stalin split as opposed to just a standard piece of trench art. So, and in 1948, the Soviets were going to invade Yugoslavia. So nothing's changed in it when you look at what's going on today. But it's the support I get from yourselves, you know, people who watch the channel, people who help me if I make mistakes. I make plenty of mistakes, and I do not sit here claiming to be an expert in anything at all. I just share what I find and try and share any tips I can to try and help people. And hopefully you find it interesting, entertaining, and helpful at the same time. But at no time do I try and say I'm an expert. So when people come in and they correct me and give me help, I am very grateful. Because I do like to try and offer things as accurately as I can on the website. I don't like making mistakes on the descriptions. I'm happy for everyone who puts a like on my videos, a comment on the videos. I can't always get back to commenting, but I will. I've got 2 or 3 videos recently gone out, and I haven't had a chance to reply to the comments. And a couple of the reasons that is, one, for the last 3.5, 4 weeks, I have been doing a bathroom. And yet it's taken me that long. It took me over a week to 10 days with a jackhammer to take the black mortar off the walls. Because I took the bath out and that wall collapsed, so I had to take them all down. Then I had to strip it all out, lift the floor up, do all the pipe work, and install all the bathroom, then do the tiling. And I'm still on the tiling now, after about 3.5 weeks. Still haven't finished. But I'm trying to work around, my partner is a care worker, so she works nights. So when she works the nights, I got the baby in the day. So I'm trying to work around that, plus trying to do my own work, plus trying to do buy-in, selling, and my YouTube. On top of that, have a look at this. This is heartbreaking. This is what my daughter has looked like for the last 7 days. She have had one of the worst bouts of chickenpox I have ever seen. Her entire body is plastered in chickenpox. Her hair, her face, everywhere. In her privates, inside her mouth, up her nose, everywhere is plastered with chickenpox. I've never seen a bout as bad. However, I'm happy to report she's actually gone back to school today. I phoned the school this morning because she's bouncing around. She's full of life and happy today. And I spoke to the school, and all the spots, even though they're there, they're scabbed over. And the school have said, yeah, if they're scabbed over, she can come back in. So I took her down. They've had a look at her, and they said, yeah, she can come back. And she's got to school. So it's the first time for her to go to school in a week. But yeah, she had a bad lover. So I apologize for being very slow getting back to everybody. I do appreciate the comments, and I promise you I will get back and answer every comment. I am slowly working my way backwards, trying to catch up, but it's really hard and it's going to take a while. But if I don't answer your comment, I will get to it. Same with the emails, people who email me and ask for help and things like that. If I don't get you, I will get you, but try and imagine how many emails I get a day, and it's a lot. And sometimes some of them get lost. But overall, I do try and get back and answer the comments. So for everybody who watches, honestly, I can't thank you enough. I really can't. And if you, I don't care if you buy or not. I would please ask you to just put a like, comment, or share, and I am extremely happy. That's all I ask. Let me see where we're at. Yeah, another one or two things I wanted to point out with eBay compared to my own website was the restrictions. For example, I sell things, let's say, in the antique world, we sell police truncheons, just one example. Now, a police truncheon is just a little bit of wood that's most of the time painted, ceremonial, things like that. You can't sell them on eBay in UK. It's classed as a weapon, yet you can sell a big 3-foot baseball bat. You can do a lot more damage with a baseball bat than you can a little truncheon. And that's just one example. I can sell anything I want within the law on my website. eBay, they won't allow you. It's the same. I sell antiques from Iran and things like that on my website. Again, eBay won't allow you. So there's ups of having my own website and being my own boss and selling what I want to sell as opposed to eBay. Now, it does come with, I don't have the global shipping program that a lot of people rely on with eBay. I sell everything by Royal Mail. If anybody wants to know how I pack and ship my items, I have quite a few videos on how to ship fragile items and things. And someone was very kind and shared with me because I've started doing bigger items of late, bits of furniture and big pistons and things like that. And I've been struggling trying to find someone to do the shipping. Anyway, somebody shared with me, if I can find it. It is called Shiply, Shiply. And it is very much like the Upwork where you post your item, your measurements and your weight, making sure they're accurate, and then couriers will bid on that, on delivering your item for you, and then you can select the price and the service you want. So that's really, really handy. When I actually ship my first item, I'll film that. So anybody who wants to see how to ship bigger items, heavy items, stuff you can't do through Royal Mail and Parcel Force, that's what we're going to look into. So I want to talk about the boot sales. Now, I want to bring up Jeremy's comment. Jeremy's and Simon, they've been supporters of mine since probably since about a few hundred subscribers, so quite a few years. And I did talk to him at the car boot sales and things. And he said to me an interesting comment this week in one of my videos. He said, be careful because there's a few dealers down in Splott that are taking the mick and putting in, being cute with their prices because it's me and they know they can get away with it. And it's so true. I know there's a lot of dealers because they know I'm such a big buyer. There's a lot of dealers that see me come in, they go like double the price on that and then see what offer I go in at. Whereas if they offer it to the public, it's a lot less. I know that. I accept that. When I buy places they don't know me, I buy a lot cheaper than I do when I buy at Splott and things. But there's swings and roundabouts. Because they know I pay the extra money, they also hold stuff back for me. So, for example, they'll think, well, I'll only get that off so-and-so, but I'll get that if I wait for Ed, and they'll show it to me first. So I'll get the first refusal on, and that's how I get some of the great pieces. I will pay that little bit more, and they know it, and they do take advantage of that to a degree. So I do agree with you, Jeremy, totally, that a few of them down there up the price just because it's me. But I have no way around it because they'll up that price anyway because they know what I like, they know what I'll buy. So there's not a lot I can do about that. But I have had a couple of eye-openers this week. Now, first of all, with that Trenchard vase that I showed you, that was a regular dealer I buy off, and he lied to me. Out and out blatantly lied to me. Wandering, well, over the pond, I think it's America, commented, why would he take it to car boot sale if he didn't want to sell it? He's just playing games. Yes, all dealers play games. They take stuff they don't know what it is to a car boot sale, fish for information, fish for prices, fish for offers even, just to get an idea then what they can sell it for. If I'm offering them X amount, they'll go, oh, well, I can double that and try and sell it themselves. So they do play games. But he blatantly lied to me this week with this vase. He told me he'd done the research on it. It was a Jewish vase talking about God and all this. And very rare. Rightly so, you know. Any Trenchard to do with the Jews is going to be seriously rare because of what they were put through during the Holocaust. Let me rephrase that, the Jewish people. So I got to be very careful if they're starting to make up stories. Sometimes I'll take them at their word. If I don't know what something is, I trust the dealers down there enough to take them at their word. Now I got to be a bit more careful. But what's really upset me this week is I purchased this. Okay, so I purchased this, which is, let me check, I'm sharing. No, I'm not. Okay, so I purchased this, which is 18 karat white gold, 7.2 grams, with a full 1 carat of diamonds. And the dealer offered it to me at we agreed on a price of £250, which is probably a 10 or above scrap value, 10 or 15 pound above scrap value. When I got home, the first thing I done was put it on the diamond tester. And when you look at the film, if you watch the film when I purchased it, no problem at all. It shows you, shoot straight up to diamonds, no problem at all. As for testing the gold, I only drop acid on it. I don't have the X-ray machine, things like that, but the ring tested up fine. However, what has annoyed me with it is I purchased that ring and I was unsure on the day. You know, it could have been dodgy, it could have been real. It looked good, but I took it across to 2 dealers I know and showed them before I left and said, look what I just had. I'm really pleased with it. And they went, oh, yeah, didn't show much interest in that. So, okay. Anyway, I brought it home and I tested it. No problem at all. I've put it up for sale. I checked it all out. I have a Prestige gem tester. I paid nearly £400 for this gem tester. And Prestigium gem tester. And it came up, no problem at all. Diamonds and 18 karat gold. So I'm happy enough. But then I get a phone call and I get told that they're actually questioning why I bought the ring, thinking the ring was fake. It wasn't diamonds. And I'm thinking, well, if you thought it wasn't diamonds, why didn't you say something to me on the day when I purchased it so I could have gone and spoke to the dealer? But apparently the dealer had offered it to these. They turned him down saying it was fake. So he then come to me telling me what it was and sold it to me, which tells me that he thinks he's sold me a fake ring. Whereas in all honesty, they've made a mistake thinking, well, they've either told him it was fake to get the price down, buy it for nothing. Possible, doubt it. Well, they've made a mistake in misidentification. You know, thinking, oh, there's no way that's real, just say no. But either way, I've been quite offended by the fact that the 2 people have lied to me down there now. And when you consider I spend nearly £500 to £1,000 a week in Splott, there's 2 people down there have lied to me. And one blatantly thinks they've sold me a dodgy ring for £250. $350. Proved out all right. It was their mistake, not mine. But that's besides the point. It's the fact that they think they sold me a fake ring and happy enough for me to walk away £250 later. Then when I showed my supposed friends, they didn't say to me, well, hang on a minute, we looked at that earlier. We don't think it's right. Go and check it or take it back. They let me walk home with it. Now, I know it's not their responsibility to, say anything when I buy. It's my decision what I buy and what I don't buy. But it certainly gets one thinking. The ring turned out fine. No problem at all. That's besides the point. I still got quite offended by that. So what I will say is from now on, they'll be, with these few dealers that I've mentioned who have blatantly shown no care with me, it'll be returned. When I buy stuff off them from now on, I'll beat them up on the price. And I will only buy the best. And I will normally, when it's doing this, and this, I'll normally go, all right, I'll take it. And one or two of them might go back on the boot sale just so I can buy the one. And from now on, I'll beat them up on the price, and it'll just be buying the one I want. Just for these few dealers who have shown lack of care, because they have offended me. I really didn't think that they would intentionally try and sell me something that they thought was fake. That one I'll have to be careful on. I want to show you, I've just been looking now. I've got some notes I want to follow. One of the supporters who's just bought a little bit of glass off me sent me some photographs of the displays they have, including my piece. I want to share with you the photographs. Okay, so I've sold a lady an M. Pauli apothecary jar. They're mid-century Italian candy jars and things. And she's sent me here a beautiful picture of how she displays them on the windows. And don't they look absolutely amazing? She took the time to send that to me. The blue one here in the center is the one she's just purchased off me. I'm not sure if she had that green one off me as well, but she certainly had this one off me. I think that green one was mine as well, sold last week. And don't they just look amazing? A real nice, colorful display of glass. So just wanted to include them. It's nice when people, they buy something off me and they send some photographs to say, this is how it looks now. I'm really pleased with it. Thank you very much. I'm just glad I can wrap things like very fragile glass and get it in one piece. Also wanted to discuss the costs involved in your own website. It was something else I meant to talk about. If you got an eBay account, you pay for your eBay store. You get so many listings for free. Then you got to pay for the additional listings. Then you pay your commission. Then you pay commission on the postage rate. And if you sell overseas, that's quite a bit of money, because I didn't use their global shipping program, so I charge them Royal Mail prices. So they then, if it was £20 shipping overseas, they charged me the 10% of that £20 as well. So I was actually paying between 20 and 25% commission to eBay as an overall to cover my costs. So for every £1,000 of take-ins, 250 of that would go to eBay, possibly plus VAT. I'm not sure if it was before or after VAT. I think it's plus VAT. So you work it out. If I was to take £10,000, that's £2,500 eBay are having off me. On the website, all I pay is I pay my hosting, which is something like £100 a year. I bought my domains for 5 years, which were like £100 for the two. I had .co.uk and .com for 5 years. I pay for a few things like the Royal Mail converter and a few other add-ons, which are like 100 or 2 a year combined. So they work out very, very negligible. And the only cost I have is probably 3% to PayPal for handling the money. So for every £100 I spend, I take, I lose £3. So for that 10,000 of turnover, I lose 300 to PayPal, where 10,000 to eBay, I lose between £2,500 and £3,000 if there's VAT after it. That's the difference. So there's great savings to be had on the website. I watched a video with Nick last night and Andrea, And someone asked the question of where can you buy from home? So if you don't want to go to car boot sale and things like that, they want to buy from home. Now, as you know, baby's had chicken pox. So I haven't been able to go out. I haven't been able to go to the boot sale. So I thought I would try Facebook Marketplace. I have quite a few friends, Sharon and Rob, and a few others who buy off Facebook Marketplace and do absolutely amazing. They buy some amazing stuff. They just send me photographs. Look what I just had for the X amount of money. And I'd think, how the hell have you had that? I'd rip their arm off at the car boot sale for that. Anyway, I thought I'd give it a go. I sat down and I scoured it this week. And what did I find? I found this. This is what I found. And it is listed as a 9-carat gold engagement ring. So I contacted the seller and I asked, first of all, was it available? And I said, do you know what the stones are? Are they cubic zirconia or are they diamonds? And she turned around to me, she said, it's a diamond ring. Now, you can see here, it's got 5 stones on either side. So that's 10 stones. Even if they're 1 pointers, that means you got 0.1 of a carat there. Looking at the size of this center stone compared to these 1 pointers, that's got to be over 1/4 of a carat. So you're talking is 1/3 of a carat of diamond by there. Just on estimate, looking at this, even if they're 1 pointers or 0.01 pointers, that's as small as it gets. That's got to be a 25 pointer. So you're talking is 1/3 of a carat of diamond by there in 9-carat white gold. So I made arrangements to go and collect it. And she was fine. We talked all day. I couldn't go on the Saturday because I had the baby. I said, I'll have to come on the Sunday morning. Is that okay? She said, yeah. Didn't hear from her then. I sent her a text on the Sunday morning. I said, okay, I'm ready to come collect the ring. Have a look and collect the ring. She sent me her address. I said, okay, I will see you at 12 o'clock. Now, this ring is £60 sterling, less than $100 or $100. For 9-carat white gold with probably 1/3 of a carat of diamond. It's a 35-40 minute drive to get to this lady's house, so I'm driving. 5 minutes before I got there, she texts me. Let me show you the text. I don't want you to be able to see the name. So if I hide that. I'm really sorry. My sister can't find the ring. I told her to get it yesterday. Now, I've been polite. I've said, if you find the ring and want to sell it, give me a shout. If you don't, no props. But the upshot is, I know exactly what's happened. She wanted her sister to deal with it because she didn't want to deal with a stranger. Fine. She'd give the ring to her sister, said, he's coming for this. This is how much it is. And the sister's gone, really? You're selling that for that? No chance. I drove 40 minutes to go and collect the ring. They text me. Literally, I was outside anyway, but they text me 5 minutes before the appointment time. I'd already drove there. I didn't actually receive the text. I knocked on the door to get the ring. She said, well, she've texted you. We can't find the ring. Shut the door on me. Okay, fine, no problem at all. But that's the story I get of Facebook Marketplace. Every single time I've tried to buy something, it falls through. Now, that could be one or two things. That could be because I find the real mistakes and gems. Maybe somebody texted her and offered her a better price before I got there. Maybe your sister decided you ain't selling that for that and give her the £60 herself. Or maybe it was genuine and she just lost it and couldn't find it. But you'd have thought they took a photograph of the ring to put it up on the marketplace. I answered them straight away. Arranged to go and collect it. She sent me the address. You'd think they'd have the ring there. So that's my experience of Facebook Marketplace. I'll tell you now, I have friends who score some amazing stuff on there, and for me, it is a total flop, and I won't go back on there. What a waste of time. I would rather go to a car boot sale or an antique fair where I can pick something up and go, it's in my hand, how much do you want for it? There's the money. What a waste of time. And I know people get good gear on Facebook Marketplace, but that's my story of Facebook Marketplace. Bear in mind now, right, that ring cost me a tenner, even though I didn't get it, because fuel is like £7 a gallon, and I went through over a gallon to drive there and back to collect the ring that I didn't end up having. So I'm out of pocket by a tenner for nothing. If they didn't want to sell the ring, why not tell me in the beginning? If they didn't have it, why not tell me in the beginning? You know, text me 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes before the appointment time when I was already outside the house waiting to go knock the door. So yeah, it hasn't been the best of weeks, but it was a nice ring. It just annoys me that, you get messed about. If you want to sell something, and I didn't knock it on the price, she put the price up, and that's what I was willing to pay. Don't mess people about. I already had a baby who was still sick with chicken pox, and it cost me a tenner in fuel. That, let's be honest, nobody wants to throw a tenner away, and that's exactly what I done. I just would have sat there and gone with a lighter and burnt a tenner, because that's exactly what I did, but burnt it in the engine of the car. So let me see. Is there anything else I want to talk about? The biggest thing, obviously, is getting away from eBay. I haven't had a chance to discuss with you how that felt. And I must be honest, right? It is literally a weight lifted off my shoulders. It's absolutely amazing. I'm so relieved. I will still use eBay, but it's going to be now to clear stuff properly. It's going to be all the stuff that I would normally take to a car boot sale will go on there at start at $4.99, no reserve, and off it'll go. And people can pay what they want. If they get it for $4.99, they get a bargain, because believe me, I haven't bought much under a $5 forever. So it's not, I'm not often I buy stuff for £1. With the channel, I'm about to hit 12,000. I can't thank you enough, everybody who subscribed and, as I say, supported me in one way or another. I'm seriously grateful for all the support. I do plan on making more blogs on the website. I've just been really pressed for time. I plan on making more videos, including some live footage at the car boot sale, so you actually see me buy the stuff. But that'll be when the summer's here and I'm not buying in splott. I don't know. I think that's about it. I can't really think of anything else. I wanted to talk to you more about it was the car boot sale one that really got me. I wanted to discuss, finally getting off eBay and getting free of eBay and having the website and things like that. 4,000 visitors a month is amazing. And I'm having regular sales, which is even better. So I'm over the moon with that, but it was more, if the dealers at the car boot sale will do that to me, what will they do to the public? So be careful when you're out buying at the car boot sales, because you really actually don't know anyone. You think you do, but you don't. Anyway, on that sour note, I'm going to leave it there. I've got loads of stock. I still haven't listed the stuff from Malvern yet, or filmed half the stuff from Malvern yet. So, yeah, I'll get a film done now over the next few days. Thanks for watching, guys. Honestly, thank you very much for all the support. I know I haven't mentioned everybody today, but I can't. It's just so many supporters and wonderful people that support my channel. They can't do it. I spoke to Nick yesterday on the phone for an hour, half hour chatting, and we're going to do a little catch-up video soon when I get time. Just finding the time. Kirsten's waiting to do a video with me, so it's literally as soon as I get time, we'll get a couple of collaboration videos done, and we'll just see. We'll take the channel onwards and upwards this year. Thank you very much. I thank you for supporting me, and I hope you'll continue to support me through 2022. Bye for now, guys.